I feel like we often put so much pressure on ourselves to perform, to produce, and to be and to do all the things. But in nature, things don't bloom constantly. There is a time of producing and flowering, but there's also a time of falling away and of resting and of renewal. And I think it's really important that we allow ourselves to go through this natural cycle and that we find time to rest, to reflect, and to recharge. Because if we burn out, we have nothing to give anybody. And to remind you of that, we have this gorgeous, delightful new crochet pattern for you, Corydalis. This is an exquisite crochet shawl design crafted from delicate little floral motifs that we originally released as our Fancy Flowers coaster pattern. So I designed this coaster pattern a few years ago. We took that easy pattern, we made a bunch of those in various colors, and we've joined them all together into this beautiful shawl design, or it could be a blanket depending on how big you make it. Each motif is a little work of art featuring petals that radiate outwards like a blossoming flower. Another great thing about this design is that you can take it on the go because you only need to take enough yarn with you to work one or several motifs. So you can stuff a small bit of yarn in your purse and work a flower or two when you're out and about. And another really cool thing about this design is it's nice and lightweight. So it's made in a fingering weight yarn, so it's not too heavy, it's not too dense. It gives you just a little bit of warmth while still being breathable. To make this, we used our limited edition Blossom fingering yarn, and it is a beautiful shimmering draping blend of Merino Wool, bamboo, and Lyocell. It has a dreamy glow and drape, and it's deliciously soft. And I love the cooling, calming colors of this shawl. I actually chose these colors to mimic the look of twilight. So if you would love to download the pattern and get the yarn, head on over to expressionfiberarts.com, and while you're there, be sure to sign up for email and text updates for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. To make this beautiful design, you're of course going to need to know how to work the floral motif. And we do already have a video on that, so we're going to link to it in the description so you can have a hop on over and watch that. So today I'm going to show you how to finish off your flower, turn them into hexagons, and join them all together to make your shawl. You're going to start by working rounds 1 through 6 of the original flower motif. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And round 7 changes a little bit, so I am going to show you how to work round 7. Then for round 8, we're going to turn it into a hexagon. So let's go ahead and get started with round 7. For our new round 7, we're going to start by slip stitching into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, then you're going to chain 1 and we're going to single crochet into the same stitch. We're also going to single crochet into this next stitch. Then we're going to repeat around, skip the next 2 stitches, and we're going to work 7 double crochets into this chain space. Super, super easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then you're going to skip the next 2 stitches and we're going to single crochet into each of the next 2. So skip this first one, skip the second one, single crochet into the next. So you're single crocheting into the 2 of those center stitches. So you have 6 double crochets from the round below. So you're single crocheting into the center ones, and then you're skipping the 2 that are on the outside edges. So we're going to continue repeating that around. Skip these stitches, 7 double crochets into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that's all there is to this round. You just repeat it all the way around. Skip, 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 and then single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, skip, skip, 7 double crochets. So this is just a little bit different than the original round 7, but not by too much. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will let you know that I'm working with a worsted weight right now instead of a fingering weight, just to make it a little bit easier for you to see. So that's why it looks humongous. But it's a pretty easy pattern. You can use almost any yarn weight that you like. Of course, just using thicker yarn and a bigger hook is just going to result in bigger motifs. So it's totally up to you, whatever look you're going for. You could do a sport weight, a DK weight, a worsted weight like this. You could even do a lace weight and a much smaller hook, and it would be super delicate and beautiful and dainty. I do love patterns like this that are worked in the round, because once you memorize the little repeat, you're good to go. You just repeat it all the way around. And you're just going to have these little motifs memorized in no time. Once you make several, you will be so golden to work all the remaining ones. And I'm going to need to attach some more yarn, so hold on just 1 second. And we're back. And 7. And when you come all the way back around, we're just going to slip stitch into this first single crochet, and that completes round 7. So here's completed round 7. We have these beautiful little petals. Now we're going to turn it into our hexagons. Now we're going to start on round 8. We'll begin with the chain 3, and we're going to be working into the back loops only on this round. You'll begin with a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So in the back loop only, double crochet into the next stitch, and double crochet into the next stitch. Next up is a half double crochet into this next stitch, single crochet into the next, and then into this stitch here, and this should be the center of our 7 double crochets. You're going to work single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. And this is going to form a little corner, which is going to help create that hexagon shape. Single crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next, and then you'll work a double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. Again, remembering just to work into the back loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to continue repeating that. Half double crochet into the next, single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So this is going to be our flat edge of our hexagon, so we don't want to create that little corner peak. So we'll just work 3 single crochets, 2 and 3, half double crochet into the next, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, half double crochet, single crochet. So we've worked a full repeat, so we're just going to continue around what we've been doing. So we need to create another little corner peak with a single crochet, a chain 2, and a single crochet into that next stitch, single crochet into the next, half double crochet into the next, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we've got a half double crochet, and then we don't want to create a little corner point, so we're just going to do our little 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, half double, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, half double, and now we need to create a little corner point, so single crochet into the next stitch, and then into the next, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into that next stitch. Four double crochets. So you can see we're working our double crochets, which are the tallest of these stitches, in the little valleys, and then our single crochets up on the mountain peaks or the little tops of the petals. So that's helping to even out the edges, which makes the hexagon shape. And here we are back at the beginning. So we're going to work a double crochet into this next stitch. And then we're going to slip stitch into the top of this beginning chain 3. And this completes round 8. I wanted to show you the piece that I just finished, which is unblocked, versus this one, which I blocked. So I just wet it and I put pins in each corner so you can see the shape much better here. So this is what I meant by the little corner peaks. That's why we were doing those chain 2s versus the sections where we just had the 3 single crochets to make more of a flat edge. And then the reason we were working into the back loops only was because it creates this nice little ridge, which adds just a little bit of textural interest to your project. To join all of your motifs together, I do recommend blocking them first. It makes it a little easier. You're going to take your pieces, and we're going to be seaming with a whip stitch into the back loops only. So this is the front loop, this is the back loop. Here's the front loop, here's the back loop. So we only want these back loops. Go ahead and flop them together with the right sides facing. So the correct sides that you are going to be seeing are facing. So now we're looking at the back side here, and we've got the back side here. This is super simple. Again, just through the back loops only. We're just gonna whip stitch. So just line them up, and I'm using a different color so you can see it. Of course, you're gonna use the same color so it blends in. And just use a little darning needle. Thread some yarn onto your darning needle, and you're just gonna whip stitch, which literally just means whipping round and round. Or if you have a different seaming method that you prefer, feel free. It is your shawl, it is up to you. Whatever makes your heart happy. So you go along each side. I actually love this. It reminds me of English paper piecing. If you've ever done that, it's a fun little quilting technique that makes beautiful, precise little hexagons. Every so often, you can go ahead and kind of cinch it up if you would like, or you can wait till the end to do that. Totally up to you. Just continue whip stitching these back little loops all the way down. So I'll go ahead and finish this edge so you can see what it looks like when you flip it over. I love darning needles so much. I have a whole set. In fact, I scatter them throughout the house because you never know when you're going to need one, and they always come in handy. So I'm going to give a final cinch, boop, and then here we go, moment of truth. Ta-da! So there you go. So here you can see how beautiful it is. You've got these lovely little ridges because we only worked into the back loops. And of course you're going to use the same color, but honestly I actually kind of like how I used this different color, and it makes a fun little design technique. So that's up to you if you want to use a different color. But I hope you have so much fun. So once you've made all of your gorgeous little flowers and you've joined them together, you'll have this amazing shimmering shawl. Let it be a reminder that not everything is constantly in bloom. There's times for blossoming, and there are times for rest. So allow yourself to experience these natural cycles. Have an absolutely wonderful week, my beautiful friend, and I will see you next week with another new design. Bye!